Hey, what's good, guys? Welcome back to freaking Louder Than Words. This is episode 5. Last episode, some pretty crazy stuff happened. Yeah, so I mean, if you haven't seen it, I would suggest you go watch it because I think that was a pretty important episode. But, yeah, let's hop into it. How do I look? You look good, Yuriko. You always do. Still, did you really have to try all of these? Of course, I don't have much left now that I've stopped working, so I need to spend what little I have wisely. Yeah, sure. Alright, so I've bought the clothes I needed, shampoo, accessories, and all that. Next, I have to go to the bank to sort some stuff out, and I'll also have to go to the city hall. The city hall? Why? Well, now that I quit my job and got kicked out of my parents' house, I need to file for unemployment to get those benefits. Yeah, you're right. I should have thought of that. Despite everything that happened, Yuriko is acting like herself. She's very cheerful, something you would expect from someone who just lost their job and broke off their family. Being with her now reminds me of what it was to spend time with her in high school. Back then, we would often go around shopping, mainly for her, sit down at a cafe, or hang out at an arcade. It's only when she started working that things went downhill. She kept telling me she was too busy for this kind of activity. She was already what I considered to be mature when I met her. But she became more cynical, and before long, I couldn't tell if I was speaking to a senior high school student or a 40-year-old career woman. Thankfully now that she's out of that position, she seems to have regained a cheerful spirit. Let's go. What are you looking at? Oh, nothing. I'm just looking at the offers displayed here. For someone who's just looking, she seems very interested. We just happened to pass an estate agency who has rental offers on display for various flats around the city. Anything good? There's this 30 square meters with a daily rent of 60,000 yen, but I'll be cutting it close with the kind of unemployment welfare they give nowadays. The rest are like 18 or 24 square meters, which is kind of small, but they're at 45,000, so if it comes down to it, it'll probably have to go with that. I'll probably have to go with that. Still, despite having regained her cheerful attitude, I can tell that something's weighing on her mind. When it comes down to it, all she really wants to do is to be able to afford a good university. However, even I can see how that's not going to happen, at least not at this rate. If she plans on finding a job and saving up, she won't make it, so she'll probably have to find another source of income to fund that dream. And that's what's making me worry. Knowing her, she'll probably try to do something risky, some risky business or something, whether it be the sale of narcotics, like she used to, or some other shady enterprise. Of course, I can't let that happen. Ever since yesterday, I've been thinking about ways in which I could help her escape the situation. I've come up with the one and only solution. Get a job. Yuriko. Let's move in together. If you really want to make it to college in time, I think we should just rent a flat together. If you and I find a job, we can split a lot of the expenses in half and make it a lot easier for you. It's also a good opportunity for me to get some experience working somewhere. I wasn't motivated before, but seeing you like this makes me want to work. So, what do you think? Oh, Luis, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I couldn't ask for anything better. Good, then it's settled. I'll talk to my parents about it and we'll start by looking for a job. I'm so excited. I've always wanted to live with you, but I thought it was a bit early for me to ask you something like that. Alright, let's go. I still have some things to take care of. Now that we're back home, it's time to send our resumes flying. So, what's the plan? Do we just send our resumes to the same places and hope they're looking to hire both of us? Well, although I'd love to, it's unlikely we'll get to work at the same place. That being said, there's no harm in sending our applications to the same places, but you do have the advantage of a more extensive work experience. I don't, if you can call retail an extensive work experience, but I do have more experience. We'll probably end up working retail all in all, so yes, I would call it that. Alright, fine. What we could try is to make our resumes as similar as possible and look for places with 2 or more open job positions. Sure, yeah, let's go for it. And in the meantime, I'll discuss the details of my eventual departure with my parents. 1 week later. It's now been more than a week since we sent out our resumes. and we've only heard back from our local convenience store. They scheduled a job interview today for Yuriko and me. I'll just have to check my mailbox for the meeting time. Well, I'll go check my mailbox later anyways. First order of business is to... Good morning, Yuriko. Morning, Elise. Guess what? Well, huh? Today's the day. They scheduled my interview at 4 p.m. For real? Hold on, I'll check mine as well. Oh, there it is. They've scheduled mine at 11 a.m. Well, I better go get ready right this moment. Nice, we'll be able to get this project going a lot faster than I thought. It's just a shame, I guess you won't be coming with me today, right? I still had some things to do, and I would have appreciated you coming with me. Unfortunately, I'll have to pass. I don't want to be late, so I'll go out a bit early and have a coffee or something. Alright, well, good luck on your interview. I'll be leaving now, so see you later. See you too. Oh, there it is. Panic. A crescendo of scary thoughts keep popping up in my head as the hour draws near. No matter what, I still dwell on the little details. I hope I'm dressed well enough, but I might not be since I'm wearing jeans. Bro, it's just a retail store, dog, relax. Is that appropriate for this? Yes, it is, bro, relax. Do people wear jeans with a black suit and tie? I mean, I don't. Should I have gone with those weird uncomfortable pants? It's too late for that. What should I say? Should I emphasize my young age and enthusiasm to mask my lack of experience? Should I portray the image of mature, well-rounded individual 10 years too young, or one of a young, casual, and social teenager who's yet to reach that? I really have no idea. What if they ask me why I want to work for them? Anything I say is going to be a blatant lie, except I need money for me and my significant other's college fund. If I remember correctly, it's a job at a retail chain, so I doubt I could just say I've always loved retail stores, and I've always wanted to work at one. It's been my dream ever since. Oh my gosh. I've always wanted to work at Walmart. Let's go. There's too much for me to process right now. I need to calm down. I'll see if I can find a list of common questions in interviews and just come up with an answer now so I don't make a fool of myself. I'm doing all of this mostly for Yuriko, but I won't deny a big part of it is also wanting some of that sweet income, even though I don't know what I can really do with it. It would be nice, I guess. Some anime figures, boy. Hello, I'm here for the job interview. Good morning, please take a seat. Mr. Luis, right? Correct. Pleased to meet you. My name is Sugiyama Kumiya. As I guess, she's the one who sent the mail. Pleased to meet you too. So, Mr. Luis, tell me about yourself. Well, I'm a high school graduate, and I've taken a sabbatical year to get some work experience before I ventured into university. I've lived here all my life, and I've spent a fair amount of time and money in the store, so I know it well. What is your biggest weakness, Mr. Luis? There it comes. I would say it's the fact that I have a tendency to get frustrated when I'm faced with a problem I can't solve, and I tend to just move on before actually solving it. You won't be doing much problem solving here, so rest assured. Alright, Mr. Luis, what's your biggest strengths? I usually get along with people quite easily, so talking to customers and helping them shouldn't be a problem for me. And finally, why should we hire you, Mr. Luis? That's a good question, really. I mean, why should they hire me? This question would be relevant for other positions, but this one is a very low skilled, so literally anyone could get this. Could do this. Why even bother asking? Because you're looking for employees. Wow. I'll be honest, there's no real reason to pick me over anyone else. I don't have any special skills which would benefit this position. What the fuck is this humble ass? Nah, dude, say something better. Haha. I like that answer, Elise. When can you start working? Tomorrow. Great. Well, Mr. Luis, I'd like for you to start working for us tomorrow. I'll be expecting you at 8 a.m. Fine by me. First, I just want to make some things clear. We do not tolerate for you to arrive late at work, and if you do, that time will be deducted from your break. Second, we will be hiring as a part-timer, so if there are other rules you must abide by. If you come here by car, you have to park in the spot specific to part-timers. You'll be paid by the hour, so you must clock in and out with our employee card, the data of which will be used to calculate your salary at the end of the month. If you don't meet the required quota of 8 hours per day or 100 hours per month, the difference will be deducted from it. Do note that you are not paid for any overtime that might occur. That's about it. I will go over this with more details tomorrow. Any questions, Mr. Luis? None. Well, if that's all, then I wish you a pleasant day. See you tomorrow, Mr. Luis. See you tomorrow. Well, that went better than expected. Although I have to say that manager does not look very pleasant to deal with. And what's with all those rules? How come part-timers are treated this differently than regular employees? Do they really need to separate us from the full-time employees at parking level? In any case, I've secured something, and I hope it'll be bearable at least. Wait. There's someone I know over there, on the other side of the street. Somehow I instantly recognize them, but I can't quite pinpoint their name. I'm pretty sure it's a girl, and she seems very familiar. She has long, beautiful, almost angelic white hair, and a black garment, and magnificent eyes. Where have I seen her before? I know she's someone I've already met, but all the other details surrounding her are a bit blurry. Something about a plane, I think, and... Oh. I remember now. She's the girl who appeared in my dreams twice, in fact, but it could be more than that. If I recall correctly, she kept saying vague things to me, and I even remember striking me in the chest the first time around. But then, she actually exists? She's real? There's no way. I thought she was nothing more than just a weird, reoccurring dream. I mean, this is real life right now. She couldn't be here. I want to believe she's someone else, but she looks exactly like her. Even her clothes are spot on. Should I approach her? What if she doesn't know me, and I'm just a weirdo who kept dreaming about someone I didn't know? Is that even possible? I should just find out in case. Just need to go and talk to... Okay, I definitely need to go back and rest. I'm pretty sure she was here a moment ago. But it's like she just vanished right in front of my eyes. I must be really tired seeing imaginary people in real life and trying to talk to them nonetheless. I better get back home before I do something stupid. Man, I'm beat. That was a really long day. I'm home. So how was your interview? How was your interview? Well, they're expecting me at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Nice. I'm so glad we're able to fill those positions. Well, I guess you'll be paying the unemployment office another visit soon. It's not called that, but yes, you're right. I hope they still give me benefits despite having unemployed, despite having been unemployed for only a week. Why didn't you go right after that interview? That would have saved you a trip downtown. Well, I still had some shopping left to do, and I want to check out the real estate agency and see what they can do for us. I spoke with an agent, and we have to schedule some time to go visit some of those flats. Nice, we can go there any day you'd like, or after work, so we could talk this out. I told the convenience store manager I could come in at the day after, so I can head to the city hall and real estate place tomorrow. I'll get as much info as I can, and we'll discuss it later tomorrow, okay? Now that you mention it, though, there's someone I saw on my way out there. Who? My father. I just barely dodged him, and I saw that he was with someone else, but I couldn't quite tell who it was. I left a note telling my family that I had stopped working, and that I would pursue my dream of going to college and thanking them for everything they did. Recently, however, he hasn't stopped trying to reach me, but I've kept telling him that it was over. I think they kind of depend on my income, but a lot of time it seemed like they would buy useless crap with it. I was basically the one doing grocery and other essential shopping. Even then, I had to give more than half of what I earned to them. I know they raised me and whatnot, but I want to give myself a future outside of that household, and slaving away for them won't do me any good in the long term. I understand how you feel, Yuriko. I think you have the right to shape your future however you want it to be, so just ignore them. It's a parent's responsibility to treat their child right and help flourish as an individual, to things which your parents clearly neglected. Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't pay too much attention to it. I'll just move on, and one day I'll come back and surprise them with my achievements. A new day arises. Shit, at this rate, I'm gonna be late. Why God, why must the first day at work coincide with the first day of the winter holiday? The amount of traffic is unbelievable. Well, I might as well run there, since this bus is clearly going nowhere. Good morning, Miss Sugiyama. You're late, Mr. Luis, by 2 minutes precisely. God damn it. Bro, late on your first day, Elise, what are you doing, dude? Sorry, there was a lot of traffic, so I had to run here. You'll have a 58-minute lunch break. You have a 50-minute break at lunch instead of an hour. It's not that bad. Now let's get going. Is she really taking the time to deduct 2 whole minutes from my break? Even knowing that I couldn't help it? What's her problem, for Christ's sake? And the last aisle here is to do it yourself section, where you will be working. That covers the whole store. Any questions? None. Thanks for showing me around. Alright, if you need anything, I'll be in my office. Well, I'm glad to be assigned this and not the shoe section, or something like that. I'll have to spend these first few hours winging it, as I still need to learn my way around. I see if I can memorize the location of the important products of this first section. The people working seem a bit nicer than that manager, as far as I could tell. They all seem to get along pretty well, at least in this childish cafeteria. There is one guy that really stands out to me though, and he's the one in charge of the shoe section. I would say a little too nice would be an accurate description. I think I heard someone calling him Tetsui or something. Hey, you're the new guy, right? Yeah. Nice to meet you. My name's Tetsui. Nice to meet you. My name's Luis. That's a nice name. Hey, Luis, I was wondering whether or not you'd like to get lunch with me. I know a place nearby that's miles better in terms of food quality and price than this lousy cafeteria. Already? This man's very forward. Sure, why not? Sweet. I'll show you to it. I know our manager can be a little harsh sometimes. Like scolding me for being 2 minutes late? Yeah, she did the same thing to me for 30 seconds. It's not just you. What's her deal? Why is she like this? I don't know. She's always been like this. Just make sure you don't make her angry. But still, you're lucky you got the DIY section. There were 2 sections open, that and the clothing section, where you would have had a lot more work to do. So that's where Yuriko will get shuffled, I'm assuming. The DIY section is a barren most of the time. You'll rarely get customers most of the time, and when you do, they'll probably won't be the annoying variety. That's nice to know at least. Although it's probably going to be mind-numbingly boring. Aside from that, what brought you here, Luis? You look pretty young, so I'm guessing you're a fresh out of high school graduate, is that right? Yes, I just finished high school last year, and I decided to take a year off to get some work experience. What about you? How old are you, Tetsui? Oh, I'm 26. I didn't get the chance to finish high school, as I got expelled during my second year for being quite the troublesome student. It wasn't really my thing, as I always had trouble in school with everything, from my grades to my attitude being less than stellar, and so I started working right after. You've been working here since then? No, I've worked odd jobs here and there, so it's only been about a year since I started here. I see. How was your working experience here for a year? I make it sound more and more like an interrogation. Oh well, I need this information. It's okay, I guess. Certainly a lot nicer than most of the previous jobs I had. But you know, work is work. Sometimes you'll have a nice, peaceful, and albeit boring days. Other times, you'll deal with some bitchy customers and have a stressful day. It all depends. Well, I kind of expected that. I hope it all goes well. Alright, well, it's about time we finished up and get back, or we'll incur management's wrath. That about wraps up the first day for me then. Pretty uneventful, but that may be a positive. I just don't know why I'm exhausted to an unbelievable degree. It's a new kind of fatigue for me. It feels like I drained my body's resources to the point where the only thing I can do is sit down and watch something. I'm home. Welcome back. So how'd it go? Very well. We had a good conversation around the current housing situation in our area. There was some very useful insight given to me, and I'll share with you later. And although surprised, the lady at the city hall got through all the paperwork, so I'm off unemployment, and I get to keep that week's benefits. Nice. I guess it's all coming neatly together. By the way, you're starting tomorrow, right? Yeah, right. I almost forgot to ask you, but how was your first day? Oh, it was fine. The people there seem pretty nice. The manager seems kind of stuck up, but oh well. Stuck up? Why? She complained because I came, get this, 2 whole minutes late. There was a whole lot of traffic this morning. and the bus was going at a snail's pace, so I ended up having to run there. Well, that's kind of how managers are, you know. Just don't let it get to you. Speaking of which, I'm guessing you'll be assigned the clothing section. Yeah, she told me it was the last vacant slot, so I'll be in charge of it. Nice, well, good luck with that. Thanks. Alright, now that we're both working, I can file the paperwork and start looking for somewhere to rent. How about we start with the offers we saw at the agency last time? Want me to book a visit tomorrow? I think we can go directly after work. Tomorrow? Sure, why not? I've got a lot of things to do, but we'll manage. Fine, I'll book it tomorrow then. Do you already have any particular rental in mind? I think we should definitely check out the one with the 60,000 yen rental, which is located near the city center. It's in my mind the best one, but I don't know if you showed anything else of interest during your visit today. If there's any juicier offer, I'm willing to take a look. Not really, but you'll see for yourself. Oh, I just remembered I got my car back from the repair shop downtown. Huh? I didn't even know it was broken. Why else did you think I was going home from work by foot? Oh, so that's why. I almost forgot since it's been a while she brought it up, but she used to move around exclusively by car. Henceforth, we shall go to work together in my car. A new day arises. Good morning. Morning, Luis. How's it going? I'm fine, you? I'm good and well. Good morning, Luis. Good morning, madam. Sure, welcoming another new member to our team, Luis. She's going to be working in the clothing section, starting from today. I'm currently showing her around, so let me introduce her to you. Her name's Yuriko, our new head of the shoe section. Hi, I'm Yuriko. Pleased to meet you. The name's Tetsu. Pleased to meet you. Hey, Tetsu. Relax. You already know my name. Not pleased to meet you. Wait, you know each other? Yeah, well, he's my boyfriend. Alright, enough chit-chat. Let's move on to the next section. Damn, Luis, you never told me about her. I mean, I've known you for like a day, so what do you expect? Yeah, I guess I haven't mentioned her yet. In any case, we should probably get to work. You know what? You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, I know what he's saying. Luis? Yes, you called? We need you at the shoe section. We're running a sale there, and Tetsui can't handle all the incoming customers. Since you don't seem awfully busy, go and give him a hand, please. Alright. Yo, Sugiyama told me to give you a hand. Hey, yeah. It would be pretty helpful to just help out any customers and talk to them. Doesn't matter if you can't find what they're looking for. Just keep them busy and ask me if you need anything, alright? Sure, not like I have a choice anyways. Alright, thanks, Luis. I'm counting on you. Hello, excuse me? Hello, how may I help you? Yes, that's it. It's the exact pair I was looking for. Thank you very much. I'm glad to be of help. Let me know if you need anything else. Damn, they keep coming, one after another. It must be tiring, having to serve all these people constantly. I, for one, am glad I got the Baron dessert, known as the DIY, assigned to me. Luis? Familiar with... Aw, fuck. Oh my, no. No way. Natsumi? It's been so long, oh Luis. It's good to see you again after so long, Natsumi. What have you been up? I missed you. Oh my gosh. Oh, but to answer your question, I'm still in university. How's that going? Pretty well so far. I don't have any particular difficulties with the curriculum. What do I miss is having you around. Remember when we used to go to the arcade after school? Nah, mate. Yeah, and I could never surpass your all-time high score. All those years of training, and yet here I am. Foo. I could expect to be treated to a free coffee almost every day. I can safely say it's the most lucrative skill I have. How's Arima doing these days? I haven't seen him around. Oh, I think he's went overseas to study or something. I haven't really heard from him either. Damn, this all brings me back. I wish I had people like you and him in my university class. They're all stuck-ups with no real personality. Isn't Sayori there with you? I thought she went to the same university as you did.
She wanted to, but she ended up going to Tokyo University. I don't have the grades nor the motivation, so I stayed here. But I can still come across her here and there when she's going to the train station.
Damn, that must be tough. I hope your classmates are assholes.
Yeah, it doesn't help that there's no real activities outside studying at that place. The clubs are virtually non-existent, and there's no excursions like we used to have back in high school.
Remember that field trip at the end of our junior year? I kind of miss that sort of thing nowadays. Oh well, it's the adult life, I guess. I don't think you should bring up that field trip, dog.
Elise, not a day has gone by that I haven't thought about that time. It might sound old, but I truly think it was the best time in my life. I can still vividly recall a lot of what happened, especially towards the end. To this day, nothing had this much impact on me. I mean, I still dream about it, for Christ's sake.
Not to me, bro. You're fucking obsessed, dog.
The places we visited together, the fun times we had playing together, the disastrous filming process, which got us nowhere. And even just before that, when you went back home with me, I could almost feel how nervous you were.
Okay, I may have been a little nervous, but there's no way I was this nervous.
Because I was just as nervous as you were.
Nah, I was not nervous, not to me.
During that time, and even after, all I could think of was you. You took so much space in my head, it was suffocating. I wanted to do everything right, and I even saw it as the best opportunity I had. In the end, when I still had some hope, I prepared myself and even came up with a grandiose plan on how to get to you.
What is she going on about?
I spent hours researching what makeup I should put on, what dress I should wear, and even how I should look.
Oh, man. Dude, it's a bit weird, but I mean, I get it. It's trying to be kind of cute, I guess.
When the ceremony started after all that, when I finally had the courage to talk to you, and I got fucking cocked.
Not to me. Are you okay? She's gonna fucking start crying. What?
I found you with her.
Oh gosh, she's fucking crying. Oh no. Oh my god. Okay, I feel for her. But this is going to getting both awkward and out of control. I can feel the stares of those around us. They probably think I'm the one making her cry. And they're right?
That's the memory of my first love, you fucking piece of shit.
What can I say? What am I supposed to say? I feel like anything I say right now is only going to make it worse. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Goodbye, Luis. I'm sorry for bothering you at work.
Wait, not to me. Here, we're looking at 30 squares. 30 squared flat with one bedroom, open kitchen, and a spacious living room. And as you saw it, it's completely located near the city center, which makes life a lot easier. How much is the rent here? Let's see. It's about 60,000 yen per month. This is it, Luis. I think it's the one we should pick. If you were so adamant about it and wanted this one from the start, then why waste my time by visiting all the other ones we went to? I'm glad to hear you finally made up your mind. Well, bro, maybe she wanted your opinion, dude. And only after going through all flats for sale in the area, that was some quick decision making. Well, I had to make sure we were getting the best offer there was. And for some reason, it's the only one which gives me that feeling. I get the impression of a warm and welcoming space when I'm here, almost like some sort of nest. Okay, sure. It can't be helped then. I guess we're picking this one. Luis, let's make this our home. She's clearly moved. Oh, she's clearly over the moon. With a smile she can barely contain. I was just wondering why she was there, and why it seemed like I'm the only one who can actually see her. So, is this your pick? What the fuck? She's just fucking there, dude. It's kind of a weird time to show up, dog. Yes, let's go with this one. 1 week later. One of the advantages of working in the DIY section of the stores in particular is not having to do much to maintain this area as it is. Most of the customers coming in here are looking to get what you normally get in a convenience store, which mainly consists of food and home supplies. The other sections are there in case somebody needs them, but in reality the people looking for the type of stuff usually go to a specialty store just made for that. For the past couple of days, I've basically been clocking in and standing around for 8 hours a day, helping the odd customer walking in here, and taking over the areas where customer service is needed. And what I would call a normal professional environment, nobody would have an issue with this, but it's not the case here. Mr. Luis? Yes, Miss Sugiyama? Are you on vacation or something? I haven't seen you doing anything for the past couple of hours. I don't have much to do. There haven't been any customers coming in here lately. And is that an excuse for you not to do anything? Well, I'm not going to start making up tasks now. Making up tasks? Mr. Luis, your job doesn't just consist of you serving customers. You're in charge of this whole section, and that means restocking the shelves. There's nothing to restock since nobody comes here, but whatever. Cleaning the area? I do that at the end of the day. There's no point of cleaning in the middle of my shift. Make sure everything is where it should be. No need to, since nothing moves here anyways. And more. Have I made myself clear, Mr. Luis? Yes, you have. Good, now go act on it. And this is when I first had to master the art of pretending to work. Another aspect I recently discovered of working retail is a surprising amount of stress and work hours that come with this occupation. I've always thought retail employees had it easy with no real stress or deadlines, and with average working hours. But it turns out I was slightly wrong in that, yeah. Mr. Luis? Yes, Miss Sugiyama? Luis, I need you to be in the home appliance section from 12 to 13, as Hideki clocked out, saying he needed to visit his sickly mother or something. Bruh, I don't give a shit. There are a lot of people there right now, so go be of service there, please. What about my lunch break, though? What about it? Well, I kind of need my lunch break in order to eat, you know. You can clock out half an hour earlier today, then. What the hell? When do I eat, then? I'm super hungry, and why do I only get to clock out half an hour early? My lunch break is an hour long. Yeah, that's fucked up. Good, I'm leaving you in charge. Okay, Sugiyama, you're moving mad now. And this is when I first had to master the art of containing my anger within me and not lashing out on authority despite the urge. I have to do it right now. I wonder how Yuriko is doing on her side. Luis is late. Mind if I sit here? Yeah, sure, go ahead. I think I've introduced myself, but I'm Tatsui. Tetsui. I saw you with Luis the other day. Hey, yo, Tetsui, relax. I'm Yuriko, Luis's girlfriend. You're a friend of his? Yeah, I guess you could say so. I happen to work with him often, since I get a lot of traffic in my section, and he's often very light on customers. I heard you recently moved into a new flat not far from here, and I wanted to congratulate you. Thanks, it's been a tough move for us, but we finally made it. It'll be easier for us to commute here. Nice. I hope you enjoy your stay there. By the way, you two seem to really know each other. How long have you known Luis for? Since high school? Oh, I see. I'm guessing you attended Imagawa then, right? I also attended Imagawa, and I still have a lot of friends there. I was part of the student council at the time, and Really? Me too. Well, it's nice to see a fellow ex-council member. Were you still forced to wear the uniform? No, they abolished it not too long ago. We still have a dress code, though. I did have to wear it. It brought a lot of unnecessary attention to me. At least. Oh, I didn't even bother to look at the time. Well, I'm going to have to head back. My break is almost over. It was nice talking to you, Yuriko. Next time, I'll show you a better place to eat than this cafeteria. I showed it to Luis, and he seemed to like it. He's probably eating there now. See you next time. So that's where Luis is. Why isn't he responding to any of my text messages? See you too. Wow. It's indescribable, really. The feeling of going back home together after a long day of work and stepping foot inside for the first time as the owners of that property. I felt like a new page, a new chapter in my life had just begun. The realization that a lot of time has passed, a lot of things happened in order to get here, but just as much, if not more, is still ahead of me. Never before have I felt like this before, suddenly both young and old at the same time. Please, we're home. Oh, how wonderful. I have so many ideas right now, so many things to do. I'm going to make this the best home there is. First, let's make sure we have everything needed to cook something up. Well, since you seem enthusiastic about it, I'll let you handle things here. I'm going to set up my room and yours. I'll call you when I'm done, so finish up quickly. Well, let's get to it. I can't wait to taste what she comes up with. Luis, dinner's ready. The long-awaited moment has finally come. At last, I'm able to experience her cooking, one of the most vital skills to have as a life companion. I wonder what have you managed to come up with? Nothing too fancy, really. We'll be having some miso soup, rice, and a bit of seafood tonight. Oh, Yuriko, I can't thank you enough for this. I'm digging in. I have to admit, my bias is certainly going to influence my opinion of this meal. Having just finished a long day of work and moving stuff around the new apartment, my hunger is certainly weighing on me to the point where I could eat anything presented to me, no questions asked. Oh man, this is delicious. Just the right amount of flavoring, an immense depth to the taste, the perfect texture, and more make this truly the work of an experienced chef more than an amateur cooking. I guess having to cook for the whole family for almost a decade is certainly one way to achieve this. It's time to turn the lights off. Moving in closer, we pull back the duvet and look at each other, both wearing the same expression. After all this was not the first time it happened, a fact reaffirmed by the air of nostalgia floating around. Luis, seeing you like this and being here with you kind of reminds me of our field trip way back then when. Yeah, I guess you're right. It feels like it did back then. Although back then, when I went to sleep, I had nothing apart from the most trivial things in the back of my mind. Now it feels like a much heavier burden is placed on me. It's just part of growing up, I guess. Long gone are the days when I could invite you over, drink sake with you, and then slip a little something in your drink to keep you up with me all night. Ah, those were the days. Yeah, I don't know about that last part, but it was a different time indeed. Yeah, I don't know about that, Yuriko. Okay, I think that's where we're gonna end it. Thank you guys for watching. I can't believe it. We've moved in. We've moved in. I swear to God, Tetsui, whatever the fuck your name is, bro. Stay away from Yuriko, bro. You're getting a little too friendly. No, I'm kidding. I swear though, if it actually goes into like some bullshit arc like that. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching again, and adios.